notification bell. All of those things help, and YouTube is a mess right now, so all those things help. And as always, I will link my little tip jar below so you can tip your friendly neighborhood ASMR server if you like, and if you're in a position to. So I thought we could talk about shows that you can binge. It's about to be cozy season for most of the United States, and I think a lot of Europe too. Like, you guys get the same seasons as us, so it's about to be chilly, if not freezing season. If you're below us, below the equator, it's probably opposite for you, but you can watch this stuff whenever you want. So hey, these are shows that I think they're all finished filming, so you can totally binge for like days on each of these. And if you're like me, you like nothing more than to get your snacks and your blankies and lay on the couch and have your double screen, have your phone in your hand and your TV in front of you, put your legs up, you got your comfort outfit on, you got some cozy socks on, unless you don't like socks, you need the air on your feet. If you have a fireplace, ooh, that's awesome. If you have a fake fireplace, that's awesome too. A space heater, whatever you need to do to get in the zone. You know, you got your little beverages, and okay, got candles on. So Dexter, I am a huge Dexter fan. I would say that I still have not seen the newest season because they did go back and make one more season, but there's at least like 7. There was 7 in the original seasons at least. And you know, I would say stick with season. Like, when you watch the first few episodes of season 1, you're like, what the heck is this? Like, I used to think that, like, there's no way I'm gonna like Dexter. And then I stuck with the first few episodes, and by the middle of the first season, I was hooked. It's good. The actor Michael Hall does a great job. The woman that plays his sister, she plays Deb. I can't think of her name right now. That was actually, he did marry her in real life. They were married for a while. First, like, I would say seasons 1 through 5 are really good, and then 6 and 7 are like, I could have done without those, but I can't say I could have done without them. I still liked them, but they just didn't have, like, they got a little wacky, like most shows do, you know. So, yeah, Dexter is definitely probably in my top 10 of shows that I have for life, like my top 10. What's also neat about that show is that Michael Hall, I don't know if neat's the right word, but he got cancer, which is very tragic and sad. So he took a year off. He accepted an award while he was getting treatment. He pulled through and then continued to film. So I think that was pretty neat that, you know, he's a cancer survivor, and that it happened, you know, during the show. He took some time off to get better, and he survived and gave a lot of people hope. So yeah, The Shield was a little bit before Dexter. The Shield is probably 90s, mid-90s. It's about a morally gray LA police group of police street, or were they just regular cops, or were they detectives too? I don't know. So yeah, they're morally gray. So they're on the streets a lot. They're involved with informants, etc. So they're paying people off left and right for information. So they're doing some good work, but they're bad guys too. So it's interesting. It's interesting. There's a lot of seasons of that. I actually, when me and my fiance got together, we started watching it again because he hadn't seen it. So I started watching it again, and he started watching it for the first time. Vic Mackey is the name of the detective. Vic Mackey. And he's like, you know, he's like one of those cops 90s, right? The 80s and the 90s. The dad just wasn't really active in the family, and I don't know. So they have like the family aspect, his job aspect, and his conflicting, because he's good and he's bad. So his conflicting mind, and you start feeling for some of the informants and stuff because they're addicts. They're selling information to get more, to feed their addictions, and that's conflicting and crazy, and I don't know. Sons of Anarchy, yeah, I'm sure most of you have heard about that. There's a spin-off now called The Mayans that I haven't watched. Sons of Anarchy, I don't know how good it would be now, but when it was new, I was watching it week to week, and I was hooked. The only season that I wasn't I thought it was a slower season, was season 3, where they're in Ireland, but it's about a biker group, and again, morally gray, like you're rooting for the characters, but they're doing some good and they're doing some bad, and they're living on the edge, and they're doing their drinking and they're drugging, and I don't know, again, with the gray. Nip Tuck. Oh my god, Nip Tuck. Okay, Nip Tuck is two plastic surgeons that were they're best friends. They work together and they're best friends, and that show is crazy because yes, they're best friends, but they end up like liking each other's girlfriends and wives and stepping on each other's toes, and like undermining each other and keeping secrets from each other, and pushing ethically pushing their business, and then breaking apart from each other, coming back together, and there's paternity issues, and people passing away on the table, and it's just crazy. It's craziness, and it does get so wacky towards the end, but watch the first few seasons. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's almost in my head right now, Nip Tuck is like a fever dream, because there's parts that like you chuckle at. I don't know what to think of Nip Tuck. House, I don't know why that used to be my comfort show, because I used to be such a hypochondriac. she is the saving grace for this house. She's the smart one. She's the backbone of that unit. So Nurse Jackie, I still can't think of her name. Edie Falco. Edie Falco, is that it? Edie Falco. Arrested Development. If you need some comic relief, Arrested Development. It is Jason Bateman, who I love. I have like a weird crush on Jason Bateman. It's his wealthy family that's just, they're wealthy idiots. They just don't understand anything about real life. Jason Bateman is the most grounded character on the show. He's the one that kind of looks at his family like, what? But the rest of them are absolutely nuts, and it's hilarious. I don't even really know how to describe what it's about, other than it's about a wealthy family that's so out of touch with reality, and you just kind of follow them around and their little antics. And the mom is dotes on one of the brothers, and he's like a full-grown balding man, and she treats him like an infant. Okay. The Office, another comic relief. You hear people say they don't like The Office, and it just weirds me out because that was one of my comfort shows. Like this is back when I was drinking, and I'd have like horrible hangover anxiety, and I would put The Office on, and it would just kind of like soothe me, because it's not like in your face funny. Although it did try to be as it went on, but at first it's just like casual funny. And so many of the characters, if you've ever been in an office setting or any kind of work setting, you're like, oh, that would be this guy. Like, you can kind of see them in everybody that you've worked with, so it's neat to. And Michael Scott is you know him. He's like the good narcissist. I don't know, that can't be the word, because there's no such thing as a good narcissist, but he's like the not harmful narcissist. Like, everything he's thinking is all about him all the time, and he has to make everything about him all the time. But he's not trying to harm. He is harming. He's just not intentionally trying to harm somebody. So what is that? If it's not a narcissist, what is it? When everything, like, you can only think from your point of view. And you have to make everything about you, and you have to make sure the camera's always on you, and you're like always trying to be overly funny, and none of it's funny, but you're trying so damn hard that it's embarrassing, so you feel like pity for him. You're annoyed, but you also feel sorry for him, but it's also funny. Okay. Shameless. I think Shameless is done filming, but I'm not totally sure. Shameless, I did not get into it for the first few seasons because it just looked so gross to me. Like, it just gave me like dirty feels, like the dirty house and the laundry everywhere. And yeah, sometimes that's reality, but it just gave me the ick, That's me, and I come from a trailer. Okay, I come from a trailer park. So, I don't know, it just gave me the ick, like clothes all over the bathroom, people stepping over each other, and but lo and behold, a few years later, I was like, let's give it a shot. And I watched the first few episodes, and I slowly came around and started feeling for some of the characters, and I just seen something the other day that was like, nobody noticed that Debbie was a psychopath, because she was. I thought about it, and I was like, oh my god, the red-haired daughter, so not Fiona, the oldest daughter, who I connected with the most, but Debbie, the middle child, was the psychopath. She really was. If you watch that show and you look back, you're like, oh my god, Debbie was a psychopath. But it's about a family. There's a lot of kids. The dad is a drug addict, and he's a mess. Frank is an absolute mess. He wanders in and out of the house. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's on the streets. So all the kids are forced to adult. And of course we have Fiona, first watched the show back then, we were all like, oh yeah, Jesse's a loser, and Walter put him on, Walter's gonna get him money and at least make him useful. And then now, like what I've seen in commentary, people looking back at the show was like, are you kidding me? So this teacher who had like this disadvantaged kid in his class, this kid that had problems up the wazoo, you take him and you just get him even deeper in the game and use him and use him and use him and could have killed him, could have put him in jail, like all this. So that's crazy. It's funny how you watch something when you're 20 or whatever, 25 or 30. It just like every 5 years you think differently about something, and you look back and you're like, whoa, we thought that was cool, or we thought that was acceptable, or we thought this was the bad guy and it was that. Like, it's crazy how that evolves, and that's why it's fun to watch these shows years later, because it's just watching them through different eyes. Rescue Me with Dennis Leary was one of my favorites. That one got way wacky though as it went on, but the first 4 seasons are excellent. It is about it's after 9/11, and it's about Dennis Leary is on the NY fire department, and he's a higher up because he's been there. He was involved in 9/11, and they lost a lot of men, so there's a lot of new men coming into the fire department, and they're all still traumatized, very traumatized, and they're supposed to be looking out for the deceased one's wives, but if you know any fire department people, that doesn't always go as planned. A lot of them. I don't know why this is. I have some friends, and they have like these nurse firemen soap opera stories all the time. But so anyway, in the show, they're supposed to be looking out for the wives, but they're starting to date the wives of the deceased. So then it causes all this drama, and Dennis is alcoholic in the show, and he gets sober, and he battles with relapse and sobriety and his program. So that's another angle that's really interesting, and a lot of traumatized people that worked in these types of fields, they do get chemically dependent because they've just seen a lot. They get off work and they're like, oh, stop. So that was kind of a realistic storyline. There's some things that happen in that show that just you didn't expect, and you're, because it's kind of funny. The show's kind of funny, but then there's like some stuff that happens and you're just like heavy. Wife Swap. I loved Wife Swap. Wife Swap is where they take, like, okay, say it was me in the show. I would have, okay, they'd say, like, what kind of mom are you? What kind of mom am I? Like, okay, I guess I'm kind of like an organized mom. My house, like, I'm kind of on top of things. But I'm like a real quiet and secluded mom too. I'm a working mom. I'm not a church going mom, or like I said, I'm not a social mom. So they take that mom, they're like, okay, this mom fits in this box. We're gonna put her in the opposite. So like they would want to stick me in like a party house, or like a loud house, or like a family that has a band, like they're a band, or like I don't know, just something loud. They would stick me somewhere loud, so they want to see like the polar opposites, and they would stick a mom over here that's used to like a lot of events, a lot of noise, a lot of she turns that family into her family, so they have to do the partying and the socializing and the loudness, and so then the family gets to see what it would be like if they had a totally different mom. So that's wife swap. It's not what you think. They don't sleep with they're not like sleeping in each other's beds or anything. They get their own room. And I've seen shows where it's like they put a clean mom in a house that's like disgusting. Like oh my God. I don't know, guys. I don't know what I would do. I don't mean messy. I mean disgusting. To me, that seems like you just got a free maid, right? Like, because if you put me somewhere, I'm going to be like, well, how can I help out? I guess I'll start this laundry, you know? And that reminds me of another show that is kind of like a comfort show, because when my son first got diagnosed with his type 1 diabetes, he was in diabetic ketoacidosis, and he almost died. So he was pretty much, like, when we got him out of the hospital, we had to spend a week just like on the couch, and me and my son laid like my head was on this side and his head was on this side, and like our feet, we laid there for like a week while he got better, and we watched Bridezillas. Oh, that was a good comic relief for us, because we were hooked on this. It's like somebody's wedding's coming up, and it shows how crazy brides get right before the wedding, and how they're trying to make all these plans come together. And like a rational person can kind of take things and do them. Like, granted, it's a stressful time for anybody, but these were not rational people. These were like all about me people. These were 0 to 10 real quick people. These were frightening bridezillas. Okay, so we sat there, we watched these brides go berserk for a whole week. We just binged and binged and binged. The Good Wife is Juliana Margulies, and she is an attorney. She's got, a practice, but I think she works for like the state or something. I cannot remember. First of all, I love Juliana Margulies. I think she's a great actress, and she's beautiful, and she just really shines in this show. But she's a mom, she's a lawyer, she's a wife. Her husband is a public figure in the show. He's supposed to be like some kind of public figure. I can't remember what he is, but he gets caught cheating, so there's some scandal right away, and she has to like hold this, like she has to be strong, because she's got a career. She's got these teenage kids who are about to get more teenager and more crazy and more bratty. They're gonna go through a divorce, and they're gonna get strange. The kids are gonna get strange and take advantage and manipulate and do all that stuff. But so she's trying to hold down this whole fort, and he's cheating, and he wants back, and she's like, no, but then she thinks, I don't know. And it's about her practice and the cases that she comes across. It's a really good show. I was pleasantly surprised. And then the last show I have on here is a total comfort show. If you are going through anything, put this show on. Like,